Assalamu alaikum. Hi, everyone. Warmly welcome to all of you with another important topic, how to conduct safety audit of any company in the world. And I'm sure this video will be very much beneficial for those people who are already working in safety profession or might be thinking to join safety profession, especially as an auditor. To be very honest, if you're already experienced safety professional, then to work as a safety auditor would be a very kind of easy job for you, because since you understand operational safety and functional safety and all sort of safety procedures and policies, you're already implementing as a safety supervisor or as a safety officer, but the people who truly want to join safety profession as an auditor, as a safety auditor, then following steps surely you guys have to follow. And here I would mention, for any profession now, the things become very clear that the person must be fully trained and certified. So if you want to be an auditor, make sure you are globally certified. If you just want to be an internal auditor within your company, then at least you must complete your internal auditing certification as a safety auditor. And for that reason, of course, you can contact us also. We can provide you internal auditing training, or if you want to work globally or within the country you're already working for, then even within your own company, actually, if you want to work as a safety auditor, make sure you get IRCA CQI accredited 5 days lead auditing course. So that 5 days lead auditing course, because since you want to be a safety auditor, so I would prefer you must go for ISO 45001, that is Occupational Health and Safety Management System. Now, if you truly want to be a kind of HSC auditor, that means you want to be an environmental auditor also, then make sure you go for ISO 14001 Environmental Management System. If you want to collaborate quality management also, then you have to go for 5 days lead auditing of 9000. And if you want to be a food safety auditor, then of course you have to go for ISO 22000. If you want to be an energy auditor, energy management system auditor, then 50001. And same way, several kind of ISO standards you need to select. And you have to be certified as a lead auditor through some training institutes. Like, you can contact us also, you can WhatsApp me even directly if you want to be a lead auditor and you want to join some lead auditing courses, so we can definitely help you out. Now, on the other side, that is the first step, that you just need to make sure you are trained and certified. And if you are experienced also, that's a great advantage, to be very honest, because the moment any company would hire you as an auditor, they will definitely look into your experience also. But if you don't have experience, but you learned a lot during your 5 days, and you have some common sense and some logical and technical skills learned through your university or adding value by involving some projects, of course, you will have some productive insights. So now that is the first step. Now, the second step is you truly need to find out which sort of companies you can join as an auditor. Might be the global certification bodies can hire you. Maybe some brands can hire you as a second party auditor. If certification bodies are hiring you, then that means you'll go mostly for third party audits. But even sometimes certification bodies are being hired as a second party auditor, like on behalf of brands. Several global brands are there, and they can hire any certification body, and they can request them to audit their suppliers or their kind of business operations also, and give them report what is going on, how the safety management system is in place, how the safety policies are well implemented, or any violations or kind of observations or opportunity for improvements are there. So of course, through audit reports, you are the one going to highlight. So second phase is you have to be hired by someone as an auditor. Now, the third step is, if you get a project, like the first project from that company, and they're going to send you to go for an audit, the number one thing is to make sure to understand whom you are presenting, what is their code of conduct, or kind of their business strategies, to understand their ethical policies and kind of code of conduct or business ethics, in other words. And of course, confidentiality statement you have to be signed in, and some companies, of course, they will get signed some MOUs and different kind of things, even during your issuing you employment letter, or if you are going to be hired as a permanent position holder as an auditor, then of course they will sign employment agreement or kind of offer letter. But make sure you understand their ethical business policies, and uh, don't violate actually. So you truly have to accept those policies by heart actually. So sometimes I say, honesty is the only policy. It's not like only the best policy, this is the only policy. So you have to be an honest auditor, and that would be the straightforward criteria, because they are trusting you, they are sending you to their companies, or maybe towards their contractors to audit on behalf of them. Surely confidentiality have to be respected. On the other side, the number four step you can consider: make sure you are capable to understand some of their business operations. Like any company you are going to audit for, make sure you understand their work processes, or the maximum information about that company. It will definitely help you greatly. And on the other side, you must be capable, based on their standards or based on their given procedures, you surely have to be capable how to prepare audit plan actually. And then you are going to share this audit plan with that company proactively, maybe 1 week before, maybe sometime 2 or 3 days before, and sometime you don't share. Might be the customer or the third party audit is going to be done unannounced or undeclared. Mostly the second party audits have some intention. Sometimes customer gonna say, go and check my contractors or my even own companies without telling them actually. So go for undeclared, unannounced audits. But that's all depends on the company strategies. Now, once your audit plan is ready and is communicated, and then make sure on the day one, uh, even before you go, make sure your journey plan, your transportation, all is arranged. Make sure the hotel booking or wherever you are staying is quite comfortable, it's all done. And be there before one day, rather than going on the same day. It would be really hectic, like you're traveling maybe 300 kilometer, and now you're going to conduct an audit, and then coming back is hardly so much difficult. So what I prefer, go before one day, and make sure you are fully relaxed, and next day with better energy go for the audit. And once you go for the audit, make sure you take induction. That's another step: induction, safety induction from that company, because this is also part of your auditing checkpoint actually. Because, and proactively, if you have audit checklist, much better. If you don't have, of course, procedures itself is kind of a checklist, but prefer to be prepared a checklist that will definitely give you some sort of easy direction to complete your audit. And then you go for opening meeting, because all the department heads and top management must be available in that meeting, and you tell them how you're going to conduct, when, what time you're going to do, because it's all audit plan is already shared. And then immediately, this meeting shouldn't be so lengthy, to be very honest. And just tell them, you are going to have a site visit, and then you'll visit these departments. These are the kind of records you're going to verify. And please allow me to take some pictures, because I need some evidences to complete my audit report. And then you start moving around and get the audit completed, get all the evidences wherever you believe some unsafe acts, some unsafe conditions, or any abnormalities or observations or kind of violations you observed uh, against some safety policies or procedures. Bring them all, and then uh, make sure you prepare some of the minutes, especially for closing meeting, not for the final audit report. And be ready for the closing meeting, and then conduct the closing meeting, give them presentation. This is where you guys have to improve. But how to improve? Better not to guide them, let them use their brain, put them root cause analysis by themselves, and then, of course, they'll go for corrective preventive actions. And on the other side, once the audit is completed, closing meeting is done, now you have to prepare a very technical report, logically correct, with the right set of technical words even, and with objective evidence. We can't discuss anything without evidence. Like, you're going to say, oh, safety trainings are not done, then show the evidence. Or the safety training was done only for 80% employees, but 20% employees trainings were not there. So then show the evidence, that the training was not done actually, or the attendance sheet or something like that. So objective evidence is critically important to get for each clause against any standard, either it's ISO standard or legal standards, or it's customer defined standards, whatever. The set benchmark criteria is definitely there before you go for the audit. Now, once you completed the report, send them to your concerned head of department or your lead auditor, or might be uh, your head of department actually within that company, and let them review. Might be a certification manager, might be a kind of anyone you are reporting to within that company, and let him properly review, and then you share that report to the concerned parties. And after all, the last step, they have to take some corrective preventive actions to avoid repetition and improve. Ultimately, the purpose of audits is to find out the areas, gaps, to make sure you have some ways to go for continual improvement. So, guys, I hope each step, make sure you are trying to be competent. And how you're going to be competent, you can list up. If you have diary or ball pen, you can watch this video again and again, and just write down all the steps and make sure you are fully competent. And as an auditor, you have to be ethical, you have to be honest, diplomatic, effective communicator, logically sound, and make sure you have sometimes smile on your face. Not sometime, even all the time, but sometime that smile could lead, to the auditee and somewhere else. That's what I personally noted also while conducting several audits globally. So make sure your smile should be under control actually. So in that segment, avoid any sort of manipulations. Make sure confidentiality is well respected. Make sure you are a trustworthy person, and they don't have any sort of threat from your personality that you will be publishing or sharing their secrets to any other one. That is why I'm stressing more on confidentiality. So I hope, guys, that this video will definitely giving you a lot of benefit, inshallah. So good luck, whoever want to be a future safety auditor. Thank you very much. It's your daily learning club. Please share, like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and then, let the journey be published globally, inshallah. So let's support our global community. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.